Hey, Dre, thanks so much, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, let me know. Let me know if the music is too loud, or if you can't hear me. Hopefully, hopefully you can. Yeah, I'm trying to make something of this asset that came off of the Unreal Marketplace. It was kind of for a specific use, and hopefully it's better now. I'll try to tone it down a little bit. But yeah, this one came off of a marketplace asset, some kind of sci-fi, I believe, environment, and awesome. Yeah, I'm glad it works. So it was made to specifically sit on top of something or be attached to something on its back, but my purpose was not really that. So hopefully um, I can get it so that it looks like it's covering some boxes, like some packing boxes or some kind of household use type stuff. Um, so that one looks a little bit better. It's got this hump here that I don't really like. Um, so maybe I can push it down a little bit like that. I think that's slightly better. I guess this end can be on top of some boxes. So yeah, let's see what this is all about. But yeah, I haven't been. I used to stream quite a lot, but then I started doing a bunch of the gameplay aspects of the game, and that's a lot of the blueprint stuff, and not sure how much people is how much people might be interested in something like that. So I didn't stream as much, but hopefully now with some of that stuff out of the way. Um, yeah, hopefully I can do a little bit more of because it's you know um, pleasing to the eye, I guess, when you start building stuff and you actually put stuff together and you don't see just nodes being dragged around and stuff like that. Um, so let's see where I put that furniture. Let's see how this one turns out now. Actually, it looks a little bit better, I think. There's a little bit more. Actually, this one turned out pretty good. I didn't expect it to, but it looks like it's folded on top of something. So I think it might look a little better now. Yeah, that's pretty good. So maybe I can put this thing somewhere underneath here. And like that. Yeah, this one should have been a little bit more flattened out, so let's see if I can quickly do that. I think that should do this end here. So let's see, maybe grab some of these vertices and flatten might help. Yeah, and whenever I do this, it just, kind of takes your mind off of, you don't really need to fix bugs or find stuff that doesn't work and all that. So it's kind of definitely a lot more relaxing. And plus, I've always wanted to finish off these paintings that I started some time ago, and I never got around to do them. But I think there's something about paintings that definitely adds like a ton of detail to some bare walls, So not all of them. Let's see. So I use a combination of stuff. Like a lot of these paintings I've made, as far as the frames and all that. And then textures from textures.com. With a combination of trying to do the UV unwrap a little bit better. A lot of these things, like for example the outline of this, comes from Sketchfab, and it's an artist called Dick Art, so D-I-K Art, and they have a lot of moldings and a lot of these kind of decor elements. Like for example this rosette here came from them. Then this edging was also part from them, and then I've added something on top of that because it wasn't making the lip to go over here, because like this one's on two different levels. So this one's kind of here, and then this one is kind of looping back around. For example, this is also from Sketchfab. So Sketchfab, now I think this is the artist is Brandon Westlake. So I have them like, if you've seen some of my directory structure in here, like I have Sketchfab, because I tend on giving credit to all these. So that's Dick Art's photo. Then the piano is from Brandon Westlake, I believe. So yeah, if people share them, I'm definitely going to share their names. So, but there's a lot of custom stuff that I had to do, like the stairs. So everything for that. Let's see what else. Like this painting again. This was kind of crappy, so I don't like that. I'm gonna remove that. But dresser. This one came from Marketplace Asset. There's some Marketplace assets as well that I use. Like this stuff I made. Also Sketchfab. Sketchfab is a really good place to, and a lot of them are not good. I mean, not good for usage in games, but you can get some inspiration from it. So Substance Painter. Yeah, you have to. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. Substance Painter you have to pay for, and they used to have a pretty cool model. At one point, well, actually, I don't know. I guess nowadays everything is software as a service. So right now they have a subscription. So when you buy into it, you buy the current software, and then what you do is you pay. So you actually, let me rephrase this. So you can buy a monthly subscription, but it's kind of like Photoshop, where you kind of renting the software, right? Or you can buy it, and you can go into the subscription to get updates. So once you buy it, I think you get updates for the next year or something like that. So both of their options are pretty good, I would say. Um, and in all honesty, I have not been using Substance Painter a lot lately because what happens when you bake, you get a set of textures that you can only use on one asset. So I only do baking for stuff um, like this couch. Like this couch, for example, the high poly, I believe, was off of Sketchfab as well. But you know, it wasn't usable in games, so I had to do the baking and all that. So for some assets like that, you know, definitely I use it. So, but for stuff like this rosette here, this is all high poly. So if you look at the wireframe, you'll see that there's like a lot of polygons in the scene. But I will take that over the texture memory cost. So, you know, in the end, um, I'd rather have that. So, but yeah, I mean, also for the vegetation assets, I just get them off of the marketplace because you know it's time consuming and there are you know better artists out there for like that kind of stuff. This stuff I made. Actually, this is one of the things that I can say that I made from scratch. Um, this kind of this flooring, and also I try to do um, the vortex paint. So basically, this is something that if you play Dishonored and Dishonored 2 mostly, you'll see there's like a bunch of wear on the floors where you know the foot traffic is happening. So this one is kind of like I can do this kind of stuff on it. So that was something that I really wanted to do, and everything out there was like kind of confusing. Well, so I'm not very good with the shader part of Unreal, and everything that I got from like any of the marketplace packages was kind of complex. I couldn't really understand it, so I had to make one myself, you know, for this. And you know, overall, it's you know, I get 2 layers. It's what I need, you know. So um, you know, same for this one here, where there's like 2 layers, and I can paint like some kind of damage on top of this, and you know, and hence why I wanted to go a little bit higher poly on these assets. Oh, cool! Thank you, dude. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to be streaming a lot more now that pretty much I don't have as much work on the mechanics of the game so much. So, um, and you know, a lot of it is just tweaking some things and just adding to the missions and to the gameplay story itself. Um, so so yeah, and I think one other thing that I wanted to do, so I wanted to finish off tonight with this area where, you know, there's, oh, come on, there's this kind of upper floor, and then for this, I wanted to make a little bit of a basement area, and I believe I got some cinder blocks and some kind of stuff. So that was kind of the plan for tonight. And of course, what I need to have is a door. So let me get a door from upstairs. This is so fun to like actually say, oh hey, there's an upstairs in this thing, because there wasn't one for a while, or at least I did not get around to do it. Uh, so let me place this stuff here, and hopefully. But yeah, you know, and me coming from CryEngine, um, to Unreal was such a difference. Like you know, it's from having to do things that were, you know what? I'm the same way. Characters are. That's why, in a company you have people that are specialized on that. And yeah, you'll have a bunch of um, environment artists and that kind of stuff. But when it comes to character art, it's um, you have the people to do that. So yeah. And I all my characters are either from Adobe Fuse. I've tried to make some, and they actually come out okay. I'm kind of happy how they turn out. So Adobe Fuse and the marketplace. You know, there's some pretty decent products on the marketplace. And definitely happy with the marketplace. Um, So the clothing is kind of limited. Yeah, I'll have to say that's true. But the good thing about it is like um, that you don't necessarily have to just rely on the clothing coming from there. The nice thing about that is that you can create the character, and let's say you create. No, I haven't done this, so this is kind of in my mind in theory. Um, so you could do that and create the base character, and then do your clothing in, like, say, I don't know, Marvelous Designer or Blender, which I would do. And once we import it, once we import that into Mixamo, what you do is then you can assign the skeleton to that thing. So, um, and you can export it to Unreal. Retarget it. Use all the animations that you currently have, and so on. But yeah, I mean, um, clothing is kind of limited. For my needs, they have a decent amount of options. I mean, it's like you said, it's not gonna blow anybody away, but it's pretty decent. Next to Blender, is it this one? This is Bash. So I use GitHub for my project. So this is Bash for Windows. So you gotta get like a Unix type shell terminal here. So um, you can type in stuff like Git and ls and all that Unix goodies. Then, funny enough, coming from somebody that I wasn't a big fan of it, and I can't say that I am, but I do see how things are. They're actually pretty nice. Some of the stuff that you can do, it's actually kind of nice. So, um, all right, let's see. So I need to bring in a couple of these lights to actually see what's happening here. Uh, But yeah, I decided to use GitHub because you know it's actually a pretty good solution. You know, I've had quite a few times that um, um, I've made some changes to my project, and then I realized that, oh my God, this is gonna break that, and after I've saved everything. So with Git, you can go back to a previous version, and that was something that I really it was kind of it saved me from like going back and doing who knows how much work to like get back everything that I've messed up. So let me see if I know I have some cinder blocks around here. At least I hope. Okay. So let's see. I can probably use one of these. So I highly recommend Git. Okay, so now to make the material for this, let's see, what do I want to come off of? Hmm. Materials. So one thing that I definitely like about Unreal is this material editor, and I'm not very good with it, but just being able to, multiply this with that, um, like for my paintings, for example, right? Just multiply color with the roughness and get the diffuse that way, so I don't have to like use a specific color or add another texture to my texture stack, which is getting kind of big. But um, so all right, yeah, it definitely is. I'm liking it a lot. Um, and the people that actually know how to use it very well, I've seen some of the stuff that they do, and it's pretty damn nice. Alright, so cinder blocks are almost ready. Let's see, I want to put this into concrete maybe. Alright, let's see how this is going to turn out. And nowadays, it's the one thing that I really enjoy about this whole game development thing is, um, nowadays there's so much stuff out there that is free. Like for example these textures that I'm using now, and you can really make a game for free, or like not put any money into it. I think the only thing that might cost you is when you put it on for sale, like on uh, what you might call it, Steam or Whoa, that's kind of some big cinder blocks. So 3 is kind of okay, I think, for time. Alright, let's see. This is one of the things that I've always have to check, or I mean, at least I try to check as often as possible. It seems like the light complexity is the biggest thing that you know, drops or drains performance. So I think for this I'm going to change it a little bit. Trying to figure out what I called the floodlight. That's definitely better. It's not perfect. I mean, this over here looks kind of okay. But down here it's kind of red. So I'm gonna need to do something, I think, with this, like here. Which is deleted. So yeah, that's better. At least for now. That's kind of okay. Huh, 4 a.m. Where you at? Is it Central Europe? Or no, what, UK? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm about to finish this off, and I'm probably gonna turn in. Tomorrow is another day of work, so um, I'm not gonna be staying for too much longer either. Uh, this is one of the things that I hate sometimes, and I can't remember what the. I think that's the shortcut, maybe. Yeah, it's like you select stuff that is sort of invisible, and I guess it's T. So uh, I'm Romanian. Um, yeah, thank you. I was gonna say you probably have a bunch of us in the UK. So at least I think there's quite a few. Oh yeah, that looks so much better, I think. And now I gotta figure out. Oh, nice. Well, I guess that's a start, right? And now there's two, so oh yeah, totally is. Holy bananas! What's up with that one? Oops, and that kind of happens sometime. Um, I don't think I lost the stream, but I definitely lost everything that was in the chat because the friggin' thing just decided that it's quitting time. And I just want to add this one more light. Yeah, exactly. That's why I kind of like I save often. Um, Even though I have that autosave turned on, I don't think I've set it up right, or it's not saving everything single file. So I definitely save every few minutes or so. So let's see, just adding this one more light, and I'll call it good for tonight, I think. Oh, good, I didn't lose a whole lot. Oh, it's 11:05. I actually live on the East Coast, so I still um, got some time to kill before going to bed. So yeah, in the U.S. Um, I guess I'll have to do. I'll have to live with that. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. So, so yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully, there was something interesting to see, I guess. Um, so I plan on doing this tomorrow, hopefully, and kind of finishing off this area, because pretty much that's how you're going to be able to access it through that basement. So hopefully we'll finish off the basement area. Yeah, you too, dude. You too. All right, we'll see you around. Thanks again. And yeah, have a good night and a good day. All right, take care, everybody.